talking about the 6 pillars of brain health. So we've got Caroline over here.
That's right. Nicole is hanging out with us as well from CareSip when we're talking about long-term care for Ohana. She's the person you need to see. What else do we
That's
have?
right. We have Island Pacific Academy over here. They have an open house and a craft fair happening this weekend. Quinn over here is going to tell you why it is her most favorite school in the whole world. Yeah, Quinn?
That's right. IPA. Just don't ask me my GPA.
Yeah,
Promise me.
don't.
We've got Haku hanging out. This is Randall. We got big-time employment opportunities that are available with the city and county of Honolulu. We've got details on that. Plus, Butch is here as well. We got the men's march that's going to be taking place this Thursday, October 2nd. A lot to look forward to.
That's right. In fact, it's happening right now on High Now Daily.
I'm
Let's
hungry.
go.
All right, you know we're doing it big with the grinds to kick off today's show. Very excited to welcome in Shoreline Cafe. We've got Tika and Perry hanging out right now, and they brought all the goodies. Welcome into the show, you guys.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yes.
My
I'm
stomach's
excited.
rumbling.
I
Yeah.
can hear it, Kaino. Come on now. Okay, so a lot here on the table. Before we get into that, tell us a little bit about Shoreline Cafe. You mentioned you guys are in Waikiki, but how did this all get started with you two?
We were approached by an investor. Tika and I both worked at a cafe before. She was the back of house, I was the front of house, and that's kind of the whole deal.
Nice. Now you have a background in baking. You started as a young kid. Tell everybody who gave you the chops to do all of this.
I always knew I wanted to do something with my hands. I love doing lots of artsy stuff, so I think baking was the natural way for me to go. A little bit of creative.
Yeah, and you started in the kitchen with grandma, with
Yeah.
mom as well.
Yeah.
And then you took it even further because then you went into school for this, culinary school. Talk to me about that.
I went to pastry school about 8 years ago, and then just kind of is what it is.
I love that. I love that. She's like, and look at my art. I brought all this art to show off today. So this is all going to be available over there at the cafe, correct?
Every
Can you
day.
walk us through this insane spread we're looking at?
Yeah, of course. We got lots of laminated doughs, so lots of flaky pastries. Got classic croissants, blueberry cream cheese Danish, chocolate croissants, almond croissants, and these blueberry lychee scones, which are our most popular.
Wow. Okay,
It's the winner.
Talk to me about these lychee blueberry scones because you didn't always have that on the menu. It was kind of a happy accident, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So we were waiting for a piece of equipment to make all of these laminated doughs, and in the meantime, I kind of created this blueberry lychee scone, and it just kind of blew up from the beginning.
I love talking about it. I would love to try it. I'm getting
I
hungry.
read
Can
your
we cut in?
mind.
We'll do it.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Rachel's
go
like,
for
I got
it.
it.
I
Okay.
got this. I got this. I know my way around the kitchen.
There you go. Okay.
Well, eating around the kitchen.
Can we get a shot of what the inside of that is looking like over here? We're gonna hold this up. How long does this take to bring together?
This one's pretty quick.
This one's
so
quick, yeah.
Watch your
Maybe
fingers,
got-
bro.
My
15
goodness.
minutes.
Finger.
Oh.
It's
Oh my
got.
goodness. Okay, you keep mentioning laminated. What is that?
So it's basically a process of butter and dough, and you just kind of keep folding the dough layers over and over, and you get these beautiful little layers in the pastry. And
If we could cut one of those open, we could show you the inside.
I think we should.
absolutely can.
I'm digging it.
Go for it.
Also, the scone is money.
This is so good. I know.
This thing is on.
What Tika's talking about is all these pockets of air in between.
Yeah.
So that's from all the laminating of the butter and the dough.
Wow, that's like 20 layers right there.
Yeah.
Butter
And
dough.
inside is just straight chocolate.
Yep.
I'd be
delicious.
Like, 1 and 1. This is so great. Okay, and then you also make some other things over there at the bakery and at the cafe. You were mentioning those acai bowls.
Absolutely, yeah. Honestly, I'd put our acai up against anybody else's in town.
Did you hear that? He's going for a kitchen scrap right now.
We're the taste tester. It's so good.
It's so good. This is our classic one, just banana, strawberry, blueberry. But the big deal is Tika is making our granola in-house. Very, very good. Yeah.
In-house granola. I do want to touch on the coffee as well because you were saying, in addition to a lot of the different treats that you offer, you guys are doing coffee with really tasty local stuff.
So good, yeah. Traditions in Kailua. Shout out Brian and Lindsay. We love them so much. They roast so good, and it's basically just our job not to screw up brewing it. It's so good.
Yeah, it's hard to screw that up because the coffee is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
They're over there on Kapa'akori Road. We actually had them here on the show. Tried out the
nice.
samples. Was so ono, and that place goes off on Sundays. When I drive past over there for a basketball, Oh my gosh.
So it's a
Live
tradition.
music, everything.
Is that
Yeah,
what-
it
it's a
is.
tradition.
Yeah. It's so delicious. But to have like everybody coming together, I love that you guys are using this local coffee. You guys are making amazing pastries. Of course, you also have some matcha. I'm a matcha girl, and you bring that straight in from where, guys?
From Kyoto, Japan. Yeah.
Wow.
It's getting a little bit harder to get it, but we're still bringing it in, and we are hand whisking to order. Iced strawberry matcha is probably the winner right now. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I had
It's
one
so
this
delicious.
morning
Stuff
so
with the
good.
strawberry on the top, and then the way you just whisk that by hand, that's amazing. A lot of people are using the electric whisk or electric mixer.
Oh, yeah.
But they're putting in the hard work, you guys.
It's a workout, yeah.
Yeah.
All about the
Yes, we
elbow grease,
appreciate
you know,
that.
extra flavor. Where can people check you guys out at? You guys got Instagram. We're talking earlier as well. Obviously, Waikiki side, but where can people check you?
For online, shoreline.cafe, and we have our website connected to that as well. That's our main social media. Yeah.
Love it.
And look, they're selling their granola that she makes.
In-house granola,
In-house.
guys. In-house granola.
Delicious. So go ahead and check them out in Waikiki Shoreline Cafe. Mahalo, you guys, for joining us.
Thank you very much for having
What a
us.
spread, you guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'm good.
I'm going to go and stay with us on High Now Daily. We got much more coming up.
up.
Commercial. But stay with us. More good fun on the way. I want to try this. All right, how's it, Aloha gang? Welcome back to High Now Daily. Right now, big time job opportunities again available over there at the Honolulu City and County. Very excited to be sitting down Haku Millis from the Department of Design and Construction and Randall Wakumoto, the Division Chief for the Department of Facility and Maintenance. Welcome into the show, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Mahalo nui
Thank
for
you.
being here. And we always love talking about opportunities, especially when it comes to city and county. So many people over there, different divisions, different sectors working every day for everyone here in Hawaii. Haku, I want to start with you. Let's touch on DDC, your department, and what you guys work on.
So our department, Department of Design and Construction, we oversee the capital improvement program for many city agencies to execute their design and construction projects.
And then, Randall, how about you? Department of Facility and Maintenance, what are you routinely doing on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, so our department is really the boots in the ground. We do a lot of the maintenance, the repair, fixing a lot of our roads, sidewalks, drainage systems, and just doing in general, just keeping the city running and operating.
Awesome. Now, again, very exciting time for people who are curious. If you've ever dreamed of working for the city and county, now's a good time. We're in the market for engineers. Haku, what are we looking for right now?
Yes, we have a lot of openings for civil engineers right now. Our first one is on the administrative side. What they do is they oversee our major capital improvement program. And they manage a database for about 800 active projects that we're working on. They also are responsible for the budget, and so they do a lot of the administrative side. We also have openings in our civil division, and what that is roads, bridges, rockfall projects, drainage, flood mitigation. We need engineers on the design side working with our consultants. We need engineers on the construction side working with the contractors. And so just overall, we need engineers.
Gotcha. And what are some of the, and we're looking at some images right now, some of the projects that are currently being done through you folks. What are some of the projects you guys are currently working on right now, Haku?
Right now, we have a lot of paving projects. We're working through a lot of design of bridges. We're going to be redoing the parking structure on campus at the Civic Center. A lot of things at parks, and so, yeah, very busy.
That's right, and that's why we're looking for additional resources and kokua from the community. Randall, let's talk about what's available on your side when it comes to the Department of Facility and Maintenance.
Yeah, so we also have several engineering positions like Haku folks, where we have one that's within our division of road maintenance that helps to repair, again, a lot of our roads, our aging roads and sidewalks, as well as our streams and drainage systems. And then we have a couple of engineer positions with our stormwater quality division, where focus on water quality, improving the environment, and helping to clean up our communities.
Interesting. Now, Randall, if someone currently is out there right now, they're in the market, they are an engineer, what are some things that you would tell them? What are some of the benefits when it comes to being an engineer working with the Honolulu City and County?
Yeah, so there's a lot of benefits, like of course they have 21 days of vacation, 21 days of sick leave, 13 days of holidays, and really gives you that work-life balance, right? You know, so you can actually enjoy the work that you do, but also you get to spend a lot of time with your families and being able to just get that balance.
Absolutely. And how long currently have you been with the city side?
Pretty long, but I've been here for about 28 years with the city.
Okay, awesome. And then Haku, how about you?
I've been with the city probably about 5 years.
Okay, awesome. Now, again, we are continuing to talk about employment opportunities that are currently available right now with both these departments. Haku, people want to learn more. They want to find out the best way to apply for these positions. What's the best way to do that?
They can go to honolulu.gov/career. There are many opportunities for engineers.
There you go. Haku, Randall, mahalo nui for the time. And again, if you want to get more information as well, go ahead and pull out your phone. You can scan that QR code. It'll take you to the website for more information. Great benefits, and of course, great place to work here at home. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back.
welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Island Pacific Academy is hosting their open house this weekend, and they're also doing a craft fair at the same time. And joining me today is Catherine Jones, Dr. Devin Widmer, and in the middle here we have Quinn, who is a student there at Island Pacific Academy. Thank you for being here with me today, you guys.
Thank you so much.
Going?
So great. We're so happy to be here to share about our school. We're the largest school private school on the west side, K to 12, and we have about 500 students. And like you said, we're going to be having an open house starting from 9 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're working in conjunctions with 808 Crafts. So we're inviting people to come on down and check us out.
Nice, and that's going to be this weekend on Saturday.
This weekend on Saturday.
Okay, now talk to me a little bit about the school for a moment, just to give everybody an idea, because we're looking at the kids hard at work over there. Let's talk a little bit about the curriculum and about the everyday life at Island Pacific Academy.
So we do a lot of project-based learning, design thinking. We are a very constructivist-based program, which means that it's very child-led. And we have one of our teachers here, Dr. Devin Widmer, and she works in the secondary side, and she can definitely share a lot about what she does with our students.
Yes, you're a teacher, but you also have a daughter that's there as well.
Yes, so I'm here representing the teaching side, but also the parent side at IPA. So I've got my whole heart there, so to speak. But in terms of teaching, I teach on the secondary division side, so the middle school and the high school. I teach the high school students classes focusing on technology and design. Specifically, I teach robotics, intro to game design, and I also have been developing our really rigorous and robust computer science program that has been nationally recognized by College Board for our female representation in our AP computer science classes. We've also sent students to national competitions in Washington, D.C., so lots of great learning taking place.
Very cool. I know, Quinn, you were telling me how much you love your school. What grade are you in?
Third grade.
Third grade, so that means you're about 8 years old, is that right? Okay, so tell me, what do you love the most about your school, IPA?
I like my teachers, the students, and the Navigator Center.
The Navigator Center? That sounds like fun. Tell me what happens at the Navigator Center.
There's toys and Legos and art supplies.
Oh, I totally get it. I would be all over that navigation center if I was there. That sounds so fun. You're learning at the same time as having fun. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, and when you get into the center, there's no phones. It's just all about learning. And I think most kids at the school love being in there, and it's been fun for them.
Yeah,
right?
it's a tech-free environment when they go to the Navigator Center in the elementary side. Yeah, so we're a values-based school. That's what we're known for. And so we start off with two values: the power of human kindness and generosity of spirit. And we really try hard to stay rooted in our values. And she's nodding her head because I think as a parent, we know that's very important when we're raising our children, because all children, I tell families this, any child can be smart, but are we turning out good human beings that are contributing to the world? I think as parents, that's what we're most invested in our child's education.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important for families to go and visit you folks this weekend on Saturday at the
Yes.
open house. You will also be doing the Island Craft Fair over there as well. Talk to me about the details of that.
So we're partnering with 808 Crafts. We're going to have over 40 craft vendors there, which you can come and visit. We have food booths, and we'll have crafters as well. And I just found out that Casey Waffle Dogs will be there, so that'll be a big seller.
Sign me up.
Yes, and you can go on our website, which is islandpacificacademy.org, and find out more information. You can also register to come to our open house, but you can walk in as well. If you can't make it this weekend, we have any opportunity to come sign up, come join us for a visit on campus. You can sign up on our website for a tour. We also have rolling admissions, and if you come this weekend and you submit an application by October 11th, we will waive your application fee.
Whoa, did you hear that? They're gonna waive that application fee. If you go over there, check them out this Saturday, and that's gonna be amazing for all those incoming students or those potential ones who are thinking about Island Pacific Academy. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining me today. And have fun at school. I'm so glad you love your school.
I love my school.
I love it. I love to hear that. So go ahead and check them out. We're gonna have all the details on hinowdaily.com. Mahalo. And we're gonna go to break, but we'll be right back. welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Right now, I am sitting down with the VCA Family Oahu Veterinarian Specialty Center. I've got Dr. Traversi here, who is the Area Medical Director. Now, we're going to talk about something very important. Sometimes we're taking our pets to the veterinary, but sometimes they need specialty help. Let's talk about the difference between their primary care veterinary and having those specialty services as well.
Sure. Thank you so much for having me here today. I really appreciate it. I really wanted to take some time today to highlight our flagship animal hospital here in Oahu called VCA Family and Oahu Veterinary Specialty Center. Here at VCA Family, we have primary care veterinarians and we have veterinary specialists. And one difference I wanted to kind of highlight is that your primary care veterinarian really can take care of everything, anything your pet would need, from puppyhood to adulthood to being a senior pet. So that includes like your wellness exams, your vaccines, parasite prevention, itchy skin, ear infections, limping, and the list goes on. The difference with a veterinary specialist is they have specialty training in a specific area of focus. So for example, I'm a primary care veterinarian. A specialist has done 4 extra years of the residency training in, say, ophthalmology or surgery or oncology. So they have a really, really specific focus on one area of veterinary medicine.
So what are the steps? Like, when will you know you need to take them to a specialty veterinarian? What are the signs, or is it you go to your primary care veterinarian first?
Yep, exactly. So might be best to answer this with just a couple examples. So let's say you take your puppy to the beach, having a great day, and near the end of the trip, he starts limping. You're gonna go see your primary care doctor the next day, and they'll probably shoot some x-rays, and they might say, hey, unfortunately, we think your puppy tore his ACL. That's when your primary care veterinarian is gonna make a referral to us at VCA Family, and you're gonna get seen by one of our surgical specialists to get that knee looked at and potentially get surgery on. Something like a knee surgery in a dog is complicated. It takes advanced training, it takes really high-tech equipment, and the operating room needs to be extremely sterile. So we have all that capability there at VCA Family. So after the surgery is performed and the case is done, we're going to kick that case back to your primary care veterinarian.
So this is very much like when we go to see a doctor.
Exactly.
We've got our primary care physician that we go to see regularly if something comes up, but then there is also that specialty care, like you mentioned, if you have to go and check out your knee, or if you found a spot on your arm and you need to go see a dermatologist, whatever it might be.
Exactly.
You folks have curated your folks' VCA Family and your center so that it will cater to our pets. Now, there are those moments when something happens and it's an emergency, we need to bring our pets in. What do you folks do there?
Sure. So, yeah, so the other part of VCA Family is we have a 24-hour a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year emergency room. That's staffed with extremely competent emergency room doctors and criticalists. A criticalist is a specialist who has had 4 extra years of residency training to take care of your pet in an emergency situation. So these would be those unfortunate moments, just like with us, where we have maybe your pet was hit by a car. Maybe we had your pet's having difficulty breathing. Maybe your pet's not responsive. These are the times where you just need to go and you need help. And we just wanted everyone to know that we're there for you in those moments too. It would be best if you guys could call before you get there, but if you need to just show up, that's fine too.
Yes, and if you aren't sure where to go, should I see my primary first? Should I just go straight to a specialist? Giving you guys a call and checking your website is probably the best bet, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so if you could just drop the website for us and any information that people would like to know.
Sure, absolutely can do. And before we do that, I just wanted to give one more plug for one of our favorite partners here in Oahu, the Hawaiian Humane Society. If anyone out there is considering pet ownership, I would really encourage them to go visit one of the 2 campuses here on Oahu. There's some amazing, beautiful pets that need to go to forever homes, and the Humane Society does a great job.
Well, thank you so much for partnering with the Hawaiian Humane Society. We love when they bring in the adoptable pets here on Hi Now Daily.
Yeah.
They're always so precious, so go ahead and check them out. And then make sure you visit their website, VCA Family, as well. We're gonna have it on our website, so it's everywhere, HiNowDaily.com. Mahalo for joining me today.
Say mahalo.
The Domestic Violence Action Center's annual Men's March Against Violence is taking place October 2nd at 11:30 a.m. on the grounds of Iolani Palace. Here to tell us more about what's going to be taking place, Butch Gima, guest speaker, for this year's DVACS 2025 annual get-together. Mahalo for being here.
Thank you.
Butch, we were talking a little bit earlier. This cause is something you've been a part of for a long time, going back to the mid-2000s over there on Lanai. How did this all start?
Well, I think there are three instrumental women on Lanai that started this. Beverly Zigman from Women Helping Women, Lieutenant, at that time, Officer Kim Massey, and then later Kelly Maltezo, who's the current chair that moved the Domestic Violence Task Force of Lanai on all these years. We're an all-volunteer organization, and it's been a challenge getting the information out, making people aware of domestic violence and its impact on the survivor and their family.
We were talking even earlier as well, going back to the time that you spent over there in Lanai. It almost can be different when it comes to domestic violence, when it comes to the neighbor islands. Is that correct?
Yes, with a small population of 3,300, people are reticent about reporting. You know, they don't want to be a narc, and they're worried about their anonymity, so it makes it difficult. And it's also the survivors on Lanai. We know them. We know them, and we see them all the time. So it's not just a one-time incident.
Yeah.
And so it weighs on the community. It weighs on the task force as we try to provide more services, more resources for the survivors in our community.
And that's why it's so important as well with this march that's coming up over here on Thursday. As men, it really is our kuleana to take care of the wahine and all the ohana that's in our life. Well, what's going to be taking place on October 2nd? We know it starts at 11:30, but what is the theme for this year's Men's March?
Men of Aloha. And I think several things. One, we want to convey the message that it is not just a women's issue. It's a community issue. It's a men's issue. We have to take responsibility. We are role models. All the men that are going to show up on Thursday, they are role models, whether they like it or not. I don't agree with Charles Barkley when he said, "I'm not a role model." No. As a leader in your school or community or business, what you do and what you don't do matters. You are a role model. You influence how others will follow.
Whew, Butch, I feel like you're talking right to me. I got to be there on Thursday at 11:30. Now, where's the walk going to be taking place? We know it starts over there at Iolani Palace. The Men of Aloha, that's the theme. And really, this is an education opportunity and a chance for the whole community to come together and support the initiative, yeah?
This is the first time marching on Oahu, so I know we're starting at Iolani Palace. I don't know the exact route. But
just be at Iolani Palace, okay?
That's
it
right.
starts at 11:30, so don't come at 11:30. Come at 11 o'clock, okay? If you pull out your phone, you can scan that QR code. It's going to be able to take you to the website, which is going to provide much more information. Earlier, we were talking as well, when it comes to this specific issue, and the sad truth about domestic violence is that it's still happening here in Hawaii. Education is important. Being able to lean on and help people that are impacted, entire ohanas. What else do people need to know about this issue?
Well, one of the things that I'm going to share on Thursday is the fact that people who are participating are showing up. They're taking a stand. And I think that's an important message because people will see that this is important and that it's not just a women's issue. It's a tough issue. It's a tough issue. It's not like people want to talk about it. They don't come to fairs and go to the domestic violence table or their addiction table or mental illness table. So showing up and stepping up is that first big step in increasing awareness about domestic violence and its impact on the survivors.
Absolutely. So again, this Thursday is going to be the Men of Aloha March over there. Iolani Palace is going to kick off at 11:30 a.m. Mahalo nui for the time, Butch.
Welcome.
And everything you guys are doing over here at home. Stay with us on High Now Daily. We got much more coming up after the break.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Alzheimer's and related dementia touches many people here in Hawaii, and today we are raising awareness, empowering with education, and spreading hope with the Hawaii Dementia Initiative. I'm here with Caroline Karirao, Director of Department of Health Executive Office on Aging. Thank you for being here with me today. Let's talk about this importance of brain health. Why? Why is it so important?
Brain health overall is important for our overall well-being, but when we're relating it to Alzheimer's disease and related dementias, if we have a healthy brain, if we take steps to make sure that we're keeping ourselves healthy, it will help to reduce the risk of having Alzheimer's disease and related dementias in the future. So it's very important to keep our brains healthy.
Absolutely, and we mentioned dementia, Alzheimer's, touches many lives, right? Whether you are a caregiver, whether you're battling the disease yourself, right? Let's talk about this 6 pillars of brain health. That kind of acts as the guide for us, right?
It is. It's a guide for us to live by. So when we talk about the 6 pillars of health, we're talking about making sure we have enough sleep, making sure that we're eating a healthy diet, reducing our stress, ensuring that we are still socially active in our community, whether it's going to church or involved in volunteerism or doing activities that we enjoy doing. Then ensuring that we exercise both our mind and exercise our body. Those are the 6 pillars of health to live by.
We should be living by that every single day, and it's very important to do so. And then when we're watching our loved ones, maybe they are going through Alzheimer's or maybe dementia, there are some signs that we should be looking out for, right?
We should. Alzheimer's and dementia are not normal, is not part of the normal aging process. So normal aging process would be you forget where you left your keys and you found them. Or you may have difficulty with, say, a new device. For me, it's QR codes. I'm not good with QR codes, but I know that I can get to it. When we're talking about dementia, we're talking about basically difficulty with everyday daily tasks. Things that you normally could do, you no longer are able to do, or you're really suffering, having difficulty doing them. Finding the correct words, finding how to complete sentences, having difficulty with decision making are really the signs of dementia and not part of the normal aging process.
So as a caregiver, that's something to look out for. And sometimes if you are battling the disease, you're often like getting frustrated with yourself as well. Like, why can't I remember that? I should know this, all these things. And that's why it's so important to have the support, right? Whether you're the caregiver or you're battling the disease. And there are ways to get the support. Talk to me about that.
There is. We have, there's so many partners out in the community through our Hawaii Dementia Initiative. People can get involved, they can get the support that they need, they can visit our website. And we really stress, if you're really concerned, if you're either experiencing it yourself or you're a caregiver who is noticing these signs in your loved ones, is to reach out to your doctor, reach out to, or your medical provider to get, there's a variety of different types of tests that can be done to rule out or to point to dementia or Alzheimer's. So it's really important to educate yourself and to know those signs so that when you see it, if you know sooner, you can live better and can help with the quality of life for that individual.
Right, and you're speaking of quality life, oftentimes when you're taking care of a loved one, you neglect your health as well. So you have some words that you live by, right?
Yes, as a caregiver, I'm a caregiver. I have other family members that have been caregivers. It's very important to ensure that you take care of yourself because you're not going to be what you need to be for that individual if you're not taking care of yourself. So take those breaks when you need it, reach out for help, get support in the community. With Alzheimer's disease related dementias, Alzheimer's Association has a lot of support groups that people can get involved. It's good to talk to other people that are experiencing similar things that to what you're experiencing, and then you'll have that support. You have a common thing that you're dealing with, and that's very important.
Thank you so much. Yes, help will always be there. You just have to know where to go and who to talk to, and they are the place. All the information is going to be on hinowdaily.com. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Navigating senior care here in Hawaii, how CareSift is really helping local ohana find the right fit. This is Nicole Caglietta, the co-founder and CEO of CareSift. Welcome in.
Thank you, Kainoa.
Always a pleasure to see you, and this is so important, specifically this topic, especially here at home. And we're talking about long-term care or kupuna care because many people, we need that help throughout family and the busy day-to-day activities. Why should people consider CareSift? How are you helping connect the care with the people?
Thank you. Long-term care can be one of the most emotional and complex decisions that a family ever has to make. And a lot of people don't know there's like over 1,000 options on Oahu alone with different services, prices, openings. If you have to factor in Medicaid and Medicare and long-term care insurance, families get lost. And so CareSift tries to streamline the process and make it easy for families. And it's a free service for anyone in need of care. So if you call CareSift, you're going to talk with a local expert that lives in our community, understands our options, and would help you every step of the way until you get the care that you need.
Now, you've helped many families over the years. What are some of the examples of things that you've seen when people contact CareSift?
Thank you, thank you. We've been around for about a decade supporting our community, and we've helped hundreds of families. And a common thing that we see is that families sometimes wait too long before they get care. So, sad situation, we helped a mother taking care of the husband, and the husband had dementia. But the caregiver fell ill, so CareSift had to come in an emergency situation and place the father in a care facility, but it ended up being a really positive outcome. The dad thrived in the care facility.
Good.
Mom got the treatment she needed. Yeah.
Now, when people, I think one of the things that doesn't get talked about oftentimes as well is that when these things happen, people who aren't caregivers are basically kind of thrust into this situation where, oh my goodness, I need to care for mom or grandma or whoever it is. So it's a lot to navigate. Expand a little bit more on some of the services and the programs that are available with CareSift and kind of what happens after people make that initial connection.
Thank you. You're so right. When families need care, they have no idea where to start or where to turn. So we try to fill that gap and help families understand all of their care options, everything on the spectrum of care. So we start with care in the home. We want to keep our loved ones home as long as possible. We help with daycare programs, and then all the placement options, assisted living, memory care, care homes, foster family homes, nursing facilities. But also, if families are running out of money and they can't afford to pay for their care and they need to transition to Medicaid, that's another thing that we're supporting families with. So, even if they think they can't afford care, we still want them to reach out.
Yeah, because there are options that are available. What advice do you have out there right now for ohana who are currently going through this? And please as well tell people how to contact CareSift for those who are in need of the service.
Thank you. We just want them to know that they're not alone and that help is available. Even if they think they can't afford it, we might be able to support them. And so, I want them to reach out and learn more and not wait until it's too late. And they can contact us online at caresift.com, or they can call us at 808-400-9992.
Perfect. Nicole, thank you so much for being here. And again, for more information about CareSift as well, you can head to highnowdaily.com. Stay with us. We got much more coming up after the break.
back to Hi Now Daily. Nothing goes better with football than what, my friend?
Tex 808 barbecue.
That's right. Matt is here, and he's going to talk to us all about the specials that they have going on at Tex 808. It's football season. I mean, there's some game day grinds, and you brought it.
We did. Today we got some amazing briskets, our long smoked brisket. We use hickory, smoke it all throughout the whole entire night. We got our St. Louis ribs and our pulled pork.
Oh, man, I got to just hold it up a little bit so you guys can see. Oh, that looks so good. And then you got like 2 stacks over here. We got that brisket. How are you guys making the brisket these days? This looks so good.
We got a smoker right in house, and so we started the night before, and we let it go all throughout the night, low and slow. And then in the morning, our pit masters come in, they pull it out and wrap it and get it all ready to go for the day.
Very cool. I love brisket, so I'm gonna eat, you're gonna talk, and that's how it's gonna go, right?
Right.
What's over here?
So we got our barbecue baked beans. We stick these right inside the smoker too. So we cook those right inside the same smoker. We do all the meats, and the drippings go right inside them, and so it's full of flavor.
Drippings are key.
I know,
right?
it really is. Yeah, it just brings out all that flavor.
Yes, and now you like to eat it in a special sort of way, right? You
Yeah.
like to what?
If you get the beans, you got to go with the mac and cheese. Mix them together. It's one of the best things you ever tried in your life. It's like a creamy barbecue bean, and so good.
All right.
Do that with the pulled pork. It's amazing.
Okay, so while I'm gonna eat this, you're gonna tell everybody about that NFL ticket. What's happening?
We got the NFL ticket over in Hawaii Kai. So we're opening up early every single Sunday. So we open at 7, right before kickoff. We're doing brunch throughout the weekend. And you can pick up any game, whether it's Monday, Thursday, Saturday with a college, or Sunday. So come on by for the games.
Yes, all the information right there on the screen. Give them a call. Follow them on Instagram. Or just show up. You can also take things to go, right?
Take it out to go. If you want to order ahead, use our app. It's the Bigger Rewards app. You can get points and order ahead. So it's the easiest way to go. And nothing goes with football better than wings.
And the wings. You
We
guys got
smoke those
so many
too.
different flavors going on.
Yeah, we got 5 different flavors. The ones we have here, we got buffalo, dry rub, and our barbecue. But we have garlic pepper and lemon pepper, garlic butter and lemon pepper too.
Okay.
Can't go wrong with any of the wings.
Which one is this one here?
That's the dry rub.
That's the dry rub. Okay, this is
that
what
is
I like.
most people's favorite is the dry rub. You wouldn't think that'd be a solid wing, but once you have them, you don't go back to anything else.
Okay, this
Right?
is really good stuff. The flavor on the outside, but I love how everything is very smoky.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned those drippings, and I just can't get enough of that. And that all kind of goes into the flavoring profile there at Tex 808. Now, this is the Hawaii Kai location, so you want to make sure you go ahead and check them out. There's also these buns here on the side, and what I usually like to do is just cut them open, throw the meat inside, and then put all of these sauces in here. We know about that barbecue sauce, but what's this one right here in the middle?
That's our newer one. So it's a Carolina Gold. So in Carolina, it's a mustard-based sauce. And this is amazing barbecue sauce. A lot of people that haven't tried it yet, go with the pulled pork in the Carolina Gold, and it's amazing.
All right, so go ahead and check them out for the game day grinds at Tex 808 out there in Hawaii Kai. Matt, thank you so much for joining me.
Anytime. Thank you,
All right.
Rachel.
Hey, our news team has been hard at work continuing their new series, Stories of Hawaii, with the tale. This one is very interesting. It's the tale of a bullet that was once lodged in the heart of a World War II sailor.
Yeah, this one I love so much. It got me. My heart's melting. HNN's Jonathan Masaki explains how that bullet led to an epic love story before making its way back to Pearl Harbor.
What?
On December 7th, 1941, Dean Darrow was on the USS West Virginia, a battleship moored at Pearl Harbor. During the Japanese attack, he was blown off the ship but survived. Months later, after complaining of chest pains, it was discovered he had a silver bullet lodged in his heart. He was sent to Mare Island Naval Shipyard in California, where a cardiologist gave him this update.
You won't live very long with that big bullet in your heart. But we think we can take it out.
Ensign Alice Beck was the Navy nurse assigned to take care of Dean. As she prepped him for surgery, Nurse Beck, now 106 years old, recalls there was something special about this young man, something that tugged at her heart.
I felt drawn to him. He needed help.
It was also obvious that Dean was drawn to Alice. As he was wheeled off to surgery, Alice recalls what he said before the anesthesia took over.
He took hold of my hand and he said, "Miss Becky, if I ever get over this, will you go on liberty with me?" I said, "Yes, of course." And I gave him a kiss on his hand, and he went to surgery.
Dean's surgery went on for hours. Thankfully, as Becky proudly displays, the bullet was successfully removed, and almost immediately, something else now filled that void in his heart.
He came through this surgery, and when he opened his eyes and he saw me standing there, he got tears in his eyes, and he says, well, he says, we're going to get married, aren't we? So what could I say was, yes, of course.
And that they did. 2 months later, Alice and Dean both left military service and got married. Together, they had 2 boys and 2 girls and were married for almost 50 years. Sadly, Dean passed away in 1991 at age 75. For years, Alice kept the bullet that nearly killed her husband with her. That all changed in September of 2025 when she came to Pearl Harbor to return the bullet to the place where it first entered their lives.
I would rather have the people of Pearl Harbor know what the bullet was like, how big it was, and how well he got over it.
While at Pearl Harbor, Becky was warmly greeted by everyone. She was also given some time to pay her respects to those who served next to her husband and lost their lives on that day more than 80 years ago. While she no longer has a bullet in her possession, what she does have is something that is everlasting, a love for her late husband that will never go away.
When he took the bullet out, it left a big cavity in his heart, and I was able to fill that cavity with my love.
And that is a true love story that all began literally and physically with a shot in the heart. Jonathan Masaki, Hawaii News Now.
Holy cow. Okay.
Don't you love that
That's
story?
it, early running for like story of the year 2020. That is so beautiful. Well done,
Beautifully
Jonathan.
done.
And then how's it? He's like, oh, my chest is sore. They're like, there's a bullet inside.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the hospital.
Gosh, I love her. And he goes, so I guess we were going to get married.
Wow.
She's like, let's get married.
Wow, very cool. And
Love
again,
it.
all those stories available at HawaiiNewsNow.com. Also available there, the new podcast, The Long Game by Mark Carpenter. Now, did you know, head coach of the Wahine soccer team, Coach Nagamine, actually never wanted the top job. But now, she and her team are in the hunt for their second straight Big West title. She's one of the coolest coaches on campus.
Now in her 14th season, Michelle Nagamine joined Mark Carpenter for this week's edition of the Long Game podcast. The Kamehameha grad told him she was scared to apply for the UH job, but then a good friend gave her a pep talk.
Missy was the one that sat me down and said, this opportunity is not, Pinsum was there for 17 years. When do you think this is going to happen again? And so she's like, you tell the kids, dare to be fabulous. Step out of your comfort zone. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And here you are. You don't want to be judged by your win-loss record, and the game's not going to be fun. She's like, you're a big fat hypocrite. And I was like, whoa, man, talk about a slap in the face. And she just laid it out for me like that. And then I realized I was being a chicken.
All right.
Yeah, sometimes you just need that friend right there.
Right? She's such a cool cat, too. And again, you can catch the full conversation on the HNN streaming app or wherever you get your podcast. How cool is that?
Yeah, today's a big day.
Today's a big day. What you're looking at there, that's my pops, who today walked out of the Kaneohe post office for the last time as a mail carrier. 37 years on the same day that you're looking at that screen. Thank you. It's my mother's birthday. I'm not going to say her age. She will absolutely kill me. But she looks good for 21. Am I right?
Yes,
but yeah,
she
my
looks
pops,
amazing.
37 years. And it always lines up with me because he actually started the year I was born earlier in the year. I make 37 in 4 months. So
Wow.
Kaneohe Post Office, he's one of the true OGs. He served all over Windward City Shopping Center area. So, you know, like 24s, the McDonald's, all Castle High School over there, all the back lots over there in Kaneohe. So he's been around 30 plus years, Kaneohe Post Office.
Congratulations, Uncle. And happy birthday, yeah?
Happy birthday, Mom. Thank you very much. What a birthday gift. You get Dad all the time. Every day, every morning. Best of luck with that. But yeah, big time mahalo parents. You guys are
Yes, I'll say big congratulations, Uncle Booty. And you know what? Happy birthday, Auntie. You guys are gonna have a good time tonight. Maybe you should bring them back some of.
That's what I'm thinking. A big time shout out to Shoreline Cafe over here, man. All these really good authentic pastries that they do, Tika and Perry. Make sure you guys go ahead and check them out. They were saying they're right Waikiki side over there on the corner by the Royce.
Okay, now it's time to eat. Let's go. Let's do this. I gotta get this one. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
See you tomorrow.
All right.